Well, we're getting ready for a big celebration for Karen's birthday and our daughter Mandy's birthday. So my traditional meal that I fix is a brisket. So right here we've got a 21.5 pound brisket that I'm gonna get it all cleaned up a little bit and get it seasoned and ready to go in the smoker. And this will probably be about a 20-hour cook. I'm gonna do something a little bit different than I normally do. I'm not gonna really aggressively trim it up. I'm just gonna take off some bad parts on there that might be flaps or something and go from there. But I'll walk you along with what I'm doing and show you how I make my rub for it. And that's about it. So here we go. Okay.
Well, you got a big supervisor right there,
Yeah,
Danny. Oh, and Nikita. Oh, you want to get some paper towels for right underneath
Okay,
there.
go ahead and stop. All right, I went ahead and trimmed it up a little bit, not a whole lot, just a little bit of the decal and some of the real heavy, thick fat. I didn't really clean up anything on the bottom of it, and on the top, just this big, huge thing of fat that was right here. It's about yay thick. I just kind of trimmed that off in a couple little spots here. It's mostly right around 1/4 inch thick, so I didn't worry about messing with anything there. Just some real hard, solid stuff I just kind of took off. And then on this side, there was a big knot that stuck off. I just cut it off so it wasn't just, allows the smoke to travel over it and be smooth. And then any weird hangy stuff, I just took that off so it wouldn't burn. So I will go ahead and start seasoning it and let it just kind of sit, let the salt kind of penetrate in. And I'm just going to use standard yellow mustard as my binder for it, and that's it. So get that on. And the seasoning that I made is, it was 8 tablespoons of coarse black pepper, 3 tablespoons of coarse salt, and 3 tablespoons of Lowry's, and then 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, granulated garlic. So that was the extent of my seasoning. Nothing drastic, nothing fancy, just little. You just want to make sure you get the binder on all sides, so when you go to sprinkle it on, it has a nice coating. On it, and make sure it sits on all the edges as well.
Whew, can smell the pepper on that one.
Yep. It's a big piece of meat, so you can be very generous with it. You don't have to be stingy with any part of it. Just make sure you have everything coated, all edges. But like I said, I didn't do an extensive trim on it. Normally I would trim some of the smaller stuff, but I'm just trying to see if it's really necessary here on out. So I've seen some people say they don't even trim it at all, and I was going to go that route, but this one had such a huge chunk of fat that I had to do just that. So trim some off.
And sometimes it wouldn't render down then too if you have that
it
much,
won't
right?
quite render a little
Yeah.
bit. You don't want the white fat in there. You want it rendered down to where it's kind of got that yellow and it looks good. This transparent yellow fat. So I'll get that on. And this is the fat cap side, the top. That is going to be your crust. That's going to be your burnt ends, your crust that you want looking really good. So, and it's not over salted, but it is, like I said, a big piece of meat, so you can go quite liberal with the salt on it.
Sounds good. All right.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right, so we're getting this brisket thrown on. It's about 11:30 Saturday morning, and we're gonna have this for dinner tomorrow night. So the way I've been running, it's been taking between 20 and 22 hours for a cook, and then my rest time is until we're ready to slice into it. So I've got it at 250 right now, and I got the fat already in there, kind of rendering for some tallow. We will get this 21-pound brisket on there, and this hunk that I took off so that it smooth. But
What kind of smoker do you have?
this is a Rectech 2500 BFG, so it seems to work fine, and it's a pellet, so holds constant temp, works good. But yeah, we'll let this thing roll for about 5 or 6 hours before I even look at it, and keep going from there. All right. We're about 5 hours into the cook. I'm gonna open it up for the first time and see what we're looking at. So let's take a look. Alrighty, let's see what we got. So we got a little piece that I cut off. It's getting pretty good. Nice solid going there. That's rendering down. So I'll go ahead and spray a little apple cider vinegar and water on it, just to throw a little moisture in there. And my water pan down there still doing good. So we'll check it back in a couple hours and see what she's doing. Well, we're at 8 hours in. I'm going to see what we got going on here. And it's looking pretty good. Got lots of water in my pan still. That's rendering down really good. And let's see what we're at. Oh, got a little bit of water going on. Let's see what we're looking at temperature-wise. We're still at 150 degrees. So it's getting some nice color on it. 160. 52. Yep, looking good. All right, so it is time to, it's been on for 10 hours and it's about 155, 156 degrees. And I'm going to go ahead and boat it. So it's not gonna be fully wrapped or anything like that. It's just gonna be boated with some aluminum foil so the top is still exposed, and keeping that, it's a new process for me. So I'll show you what we're doing. Right, so like I said, I'm gonna get this thing boated up and try a new process for me anyway, instead of wrapping it. And so we'll check it out real quick and see what we're at. Always wear your protective gear. And let's see what temperature we're at. All right, we're at just about 155 degrees. And we want to go to about 202, 203. So I'm going to slide this out real quick. Right in there. Wrap that up. Check the ends a little bit. Just so it keeps all the juice in there. Nice and tight. And I will put it in this tin. And that'll go back in. That's what it's going to be looking like. And now it's just going to ride like this until we get up to 203, 205. And that's probably going to be close to another 10 or 12 hours. So, all right, thanks. Well, it's almost 6 a.m. It's been on since about 11:30 yesterday. And so we're at about 18 hours into the cook. So let's step out and see what this thing looks like. Let's see. What does this thing look like? It's got nice bark, nice solid. $178, and I'm at 18 hours in, so it's got a ways to go still. I'm gonna probably crank it up to 275 here and try to get it pushed through a little bit, but yeah, it's looking really good. Well, we're at 20 hours. Let's come check on it. I did bump it up to 275 and I spun it around a little bit. Oh, okay. 184, looking good. Starting to get soft. Tight there. Looking good. Give it one more last little spritz. Doesn't look like it really needs it, but there we go. 20 hours in. Several hours to go. Alright, I think I'm gonna call that good. We got 202, 27, and it's going in like butter. Yep, I'm gonna call that good. I'm gonna go ahead and shut her down, get her wrapped up, and let it rest for about 7 hours before we're ready to cut into it. All right.
Hold on.
All right, let's go ahead and cut this thing open and see what she looks like.
That can't be good for your digestion. That can be some really stretches.
Whoa, look at that. Nice. Look at that juice.
Nice smoke ring too, honey.
Yeah, no kidding. That looks really good. Let's set that off to the side. Start cutting some of this up real quick. looks like. See if I can even. Whoa. Oh boy.
A little too tender?
No, it's just, it didn't cut all the way through. But yeah, it's definitely, oh yeah, it's falling apart.
Yeah, it is.
I can't even pick it up. It's almost overcooked, but
Yep.
let's
It
see.
looks juicy, but
That's
yeah.
good.
Is that good?
All right, let's get this cut up and
Okay.
put away. All right, here's the point. It just wants to fall apart. It is super juicy and hot.
Well, I did have some too, and oh man, yeah.
Good.
I'm ready to eat this whole pan. It is
All right,
really
let's
good.
get it plated up and then have it ready for the kids when they get here.
All right.